So you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here to talk about the latest update in the Shannon Sharpe case. So, we haven't heard anything about that for a few months. It was about 3 to 4 months ago when Shannon Sharpe was hit with the scandal where one of his exes, his lover, was saying that she was going to sue him for like $50 million. So everything kind of went mute. When things go mute like that, we know that there's probably a back office settlement. Shannon don't want this to go to court. He don't want all of his seedy, dirty laundry to be put out there, right? So I guess he's trying to work on a settlement with her. So anyway, let's get into this. And it's being reported by Media Takeout. And the title is exclusive. Shannon Sharpe is close to settling with the accuser of tens of millions of dollars. So, she was settling. She wanted to sue him for like $50 million. And Shannon Sharpe was just about to sign $100 million deal, right? That all went out the window. When they heard about this scandal, people were like, oh, we can't F with you. We don't up with you. But anyway, let's get into what the story is saying. It says Shannon Sharpe's scandal deepens as multi-million-dollar lawsuit nears shocking settlement. What started as whispers in the sports world has now exploded into one of the most closely watched legal dramas of the year. It may be coming to an expensive end. No, the most closely watched legal drama of the year was Diddy. So y'all need to take second fiddle, because Diddy was the number one. Shannon Sharpe, the 56-year-old former NFL star turned charismatic media personality, is on the verge of settling a massive lawsuit that has threatened to completely derail his post-football career. The lawsuit, filed by a 19-year-old, see, mess with them young girls, a 19-year-old former girlfriend, alleges sexual assault and emotional manipulation. Shannon Sharpe claims that he has fiercely denied, but despite his public denials, insiders say he's privately scrambling to make a deal, and it's going to cost him millions. Not only is he going to have to pay her off, she's already cost him millions because he done lost some deals, $100 million deal already. So yeah, this is a really costly lesson to learn. The woman, whose identity has not been made public, and yes, her identity has been made public due to the sensitive nature of the case, reportedly told attorneys she possesses video evidence of the alleged assault. The video was expected to be introduced in court had the trial proceeded. Shannon Sharpe's lawyers admitted they initially offered a $10 million settlement earlier this year in hopes of avoiding a public trial. The accuser refused, pushing the matter into the spotlight and unleashing a media firestorm. So let me go back here. This woman has already exposed herself, and Shannon did earlier too. So I'm just going to go ahead. We ain't heard no court order with the judge saying we can't talk about her identity. So y'all, for those of you who don't know, that's her right there. And I know you guys have, if you have been watching this case, you've seen her picture. He's called her out and everything. So anyway, back to the story. It says, since the lawsuit was filed, Sharpe's once booming media empire has taken several serious hits. His career has taken several seats, okay? His abrupt departure from ESPN raised eyebrows, and although his team claimed it was unrelated, lying, sources close to the network say the decision was mutual, a double lie, amid growing reputational concerns. His wildly popular YouTube show, which once racked up millions of views per episode, has had a steep drop in traffic. To make matters worse, celebrity guests who once lined up to join his podcast have quietly pulled out, unwilling to be associated with the scandal. Pick me, Shannon. I ain't that much of a celebrity. Shit, I ain't a celebrity at all. It's just celebrity in my name. I'll come on the show, bro. I'm just playing, y'all, but hell, I would. So, where do things stand now? According to exclusive sources who spoke to Media Takeout, Sharpe's legal team and the accuser's attorney were expected in a Los Angeles courtroom this week to finalize pretrial procedures, actually yesterday. Sharpe's attorneys appeared on schedule, but the accuser's legal team did not show up. The presiding judge granted a 45-day continuance, reportedly to give both sides more time to finalize their private settlement. But not everyone believes a settlement means guilt. Of course, a settlement doesn't always mean you're guilty. It could just mean that you don't want all of your personal business, put out there in the public, right? Some things, because when you go to trial, as we see with, like we see with Diddy, all your business is going to be put out there, like rubbing stuff on anyway. People settle lawsuits for all kinds of reasons, said celebrity attorney Margot Vance. Sometimes it's simply about avoiding prolonged media attention and career destruction. Guilt or innocence becomes irrelevant in the court of public opinion. And that's true. Learn that with the Diddy case. A lot of the stuff that they were saying, the media was putting out there, half of them lies that even I retold is not true, you guys. So take some stuff with a grain of salt. I'm just reporting on here what they reporting. So like I'm starting to say, if I'm lying behind them, okay? Still, public sentiment is shifting. Fans are divided, some defending Sharpe as a victim of extortion, others turning their backs entirely. Social media has been ablaze with hashtags like protect young women and hashtag Sharpe truth, each reflecting the polarized reactions to the unfolding case. As for the alleged victim, I showed y'all the picture. Little is known about her, except that she is not backing down quietly. Her legal team has been tight-lipped, but the silence appears strategic. The pressure is on, and Shannon Sharpe is in a race to close the deal before further damage is done. With just 45 days until the next court appearance, all eyes are on what could be one of the largest private settlement involving a sports figure in recent years. Interesting. Whether this ends in a signed check or a trial watched by millions, one thing's for certain: Shannon Sharpe's future, both professionally and personally, hangs in the balance. I would say he better try to settle this ASAP before he ends up like Diddy, because he's had some other allegations against him. The other thing is that I can't remember off the top of my head, but this is a huge hit to his net worth. I don't think the last time I checked, I'm not gonna do it right now. Anyway, last time I checked his net worth, it wasn't even like 50, I don't think, something like that. But this is huge. So anyway, y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And for those of you that may have forgotten, not that it matters, but don't forget the young lady that he was messing with. I think she was an OF model as well. So she's kind of in the life anyway. But, she say no means no, and he went too far. But y'all jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And brothers, y'all need to get it together, because it's going to be some more.